starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us on Wyln News. I'm Paula Dagnan. Police in one part of Luzerne County continue investigating a shooting. It happened early this morning near Freeland Public Park on Sable Street. State police say they were called to investigate reports of a male with a gunshot wound. That male was taken to Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton, then transferred to Geisinger, Wyoming Valley. Police say the victim, a 17-year-old, remains in critical condition. Through the investigation, police found and arrested 18-year-old Brandon Gambardella of West Hazleton and took him into custody without incident earlier today. Gambardella will now be charged with multiple counts of aggravated assault and will be arraigned. From the north side to the south side, where 7 people had to be evacuated from a home in McAdoo this afternoon, that after a kitchen fire broke out. Crews responded to 16 North Manning Street after 1 o'clock today to reports of a working house fire. Responders found heavy smoke coming from the rear and second floor of the home.
When firefighters entered the building, they found fire in the kitchen area of the home. One of the residents was cooking at the time. He left to go upstairs, came back down, and the kitchen was on fire. Fortunately for them, they were able to get everybody out of the house. There was one handicapped child who was in that 16 side, but like I said, everybody has been out. The residents of both homes are going to be displaced due to having to shut the water off to both homes because they share a common water line.
The residents will need to find temporary housing until the water is restored. Also, one firefighter was treated for heat exhaustion.
Very large heat and humidity today takes a toll on people, and we're very lucky that we were able to quickly knock the fire down and have minimal injury, and everybody else. We had multiple residents. I commend them for bringing cases of water out here to us. So they had brought some water out, so it was really appreciated, and I was able to keep the guys hydrated.
PPL and the American Red Cross were also on the scene this afternoon in McAdoo. A Hazleton man faces aggravated assault charges after a weekend incident. Police say Edwin Gonzalez Jr. was taken into custody after he allegedly struck a woman and threatened her and her son Saturday morning on South Lee Court. Investigators say it happened after the two argued. Gonzalez was picked up in Drums without incident later on Saturday. Rush Township Police arrested a man and woman Saturday night after responding to a call for a suspicious vehicle in the area of Elizabeth Street and Ryman Road. Police say 35-year-old Jason Sinawa of West Hazleton was arrested on possession of a stolen vehicle. Investigators say that vehicle was reported stolen out of Hazleton. 35-year-old Melissa Waldron of Wilkes-Barre was wanted by the Carbon County Sheriff's Department on various charges. He is in the Schuylkill County Prison. She was transferred over to Carbon County Sheriff's. Beaver Meadows police arrested a man that was in the country illegally from El Salvador for the last 11 years. According to Chief Mike Morrissey, he pulled over a car that was speeding through the borough early this morning when the chief asked to see the driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance. That driver, 31-year-old Cesar Ramirez Clamaco, handed the chief an El Salvador passport as well as a fake ID card. When the chief questioned him about the cards that were handed over, Ramirez Clamaco said he was living with his wife in Hazleton illegally. He was cited for speeding and driving without a license. Immigration and Customs were notified and picked up the pair for deportation. Authorities say a man shot and wounded an intruder who poured gasoline on the floors of his home. The 57-year-old Pottsville man was working at the North Mannheim residence around 6 Sunday evening when the intruder came across the street and entered the garage. The homeowner pushed the intruder out of the home while his daughter got his handgun and gave it to him. The intruder pushed the homeowner to the ground, but the homeowner fired one shot, striking the intruder in the left arm and abdomen. 3 men were taken into custody for trespassing in an active disaster zone in 2 separate incidents in Wilkes-Barre Township. 50-year-old Richard Osborne of Delaware allegedly attempted to get his vehicle from Ken Pollock Nissan around 4:30 Friday morning after authorities had warned him not to enter the area. He was charged with simple trespass. Meanwhile, 21-year-old Gregory Skrepak Jr. and 20-year-old Markeen Kemp were also found hiding on an embankment in the disaster zone. They were charged with loitering, defiant trespass, and prowling at nighttime. The forecast called for record heat today, so our WILN's Julia Wiegand checked out the coolest places in town.
Make sure you're ready for this forecast, which called for record heat today. Whispering Willows Park in Cunningham's pool was a place to be during today's hot weather. Members from all over came with their families to beat the heat poolside.
You sign up for a membership at the beginning of the summer, or you can sign up at any point throughout the summer. And we do accept guests, but you have to come with a member. But yeah, we have a lot of different members. We open at 11:30 for lap swimmers, and then we're open 12 to 8 for everybody else, and we're open 7 days a week. I just know that people love coming here. It's just such a good atmosphere, and everybody always has a good time, so it's really fun.
Children are out of school and ready for their summer to begin, and what better way than starting it off outside? 10-year-old Macy Kurtz likes coming on days like today to cool off in the water.
I like to play in the bigger pool because it's really fun and there's a lot of space, so it's not too crowded, and there's a shallow end and a deep end, and I just love swimming in this pool.
I just like going in the big pool because I get to cool down on hot days.
I like jumping into the diving pool because I like doing tricks and stuff off of it.
Everyone's covered in sunscreen and having fun. Kurtz's brother Levi also likes coming down to the pool, where he likes to do flips off the diving board and be with all his friends.
Everything's so close, like the baseball field's right here since me and him play baseball. And, well, the basketball court's right over there in the batting cage, so it's really fun to be everything around it.
It's really nice to stay outside, to go swimming before baseball practice, and just have a nice time. It's better than being inside all day.
Draw your curtains before you leave if you're heading out to keep the sun and heat away through the day. Put off strenuous activity and stay hydrated. Don't forget about your pets. Pavement is hot on paws, and they need plenty of shade and water, too. It feels like 100 degrees outside, but temperatures read at about 90. A heat advisory is in place until 8 p.m. tonight. It looks like these high temperatures are here to stay, at least for the next 2 weeks. If you're going to be outside, please remember to stay hydrated, stay sunblocked, and stay safe. Reporting from Cunningham for WILN News, I'm Julia Wiegand.
Looks like fun. Coming up on
A sense of self-worth, of purpose after war. It can be found by having the courage to learn new things and experience new adventures. We develop confidence through accomplishment. If you're a combat veteran struggling with the scars of war, consider getting into the outdoors. The outdoors has really helped me cope, and it just might help you too. Get out of the house, experience life and the healing power of nature.
Watch Staff Sergeant Olson heal the wounds of war through outdoor activities. Watch Warrior Summit Outdoors.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Summer is here, so make it awesome with a new Subaru from Fairway Subaru in Hazleton. Now get awesome savings on your favorite Subaru. 2018 Impreza, $153 a month. 2018 Forester, $188 a month. 2018 Outback, $209 a month. Plus, keep saving every summer with the Fairway Promise program. That's complimentary loaners, tire rotations, shuttle service, vacation checkups, and much, much more. Awesome! Fairway Subaru in Hazleton. The right car, the right price, the right dealer.
Are you in good hands? Call Gary McNeilis of Allstate Insurance for all your insurance needs. The McNeilis Agency has 2 locations to conveniently serve you, 1092 North Church Street in Hazel Township and Hometown Village Square in Hometown. Their quality, service-oriented agency will make sure you get the coverage you need at a price you can afford. Call in Hazel Township at 570-454-1981 or in Hometown at 570-668-5133.
Are you in good hands?
The city of Hazleton may consider changing the way businesses pay taxes. The city has been using a mercantile tax for decades, where, based on receipts, businesses pay a rate of 0.1% on retail and wholesale receipts and 12% on services and rentals. The director of the Pennsylvania Economy League said that replacing the current mercantile tax with a payroll exemption tax is something for the city to consider. The tax would be levied on employers and levied based on the size of payroll. The idea was listed in the city's financial recovery plan. Mayor Jeff Cassat believes that under the current system, a substantial amount of money goes uncollected. If the city decides to change to the payroll preparation tax, it would have to get court approval. Butler Township supervisors will consider letting a liquor establishment open up in the Can-Do Corporate Center when they meet tomorrow night. Best Cigar Prices wants to open up a cigar bar next to its distributing business on Hillside Drive. The company has been at the location for 7 years and is seeking to add the cigar bar that would allow customers to pick up their order, have a drink, and order food. The supervisors approved a liquor transfer license to Best Cigar Prices back in May and now must decide whether the establishment can open in the corporate center. The North Schuylkill School Board will meet next week to formally adopt its 2018-19 operating budget that will include a real estate tax increase. As it looks now, the North Schuylkill School Board will adopt its budget for the next school year. The board tentatively adopted the fiscal year budget back on May 16th with a 2.08 mil property tax increase. That will bring in just under $30,000. The real estate tax will increase from 39.26 mils to 41.34 mils in both Schuylkill and Columbia counties. 1 mil brings in about $190,000. The business manager said due to an increase in health insurance, an increase in pension costs, and an increase in charter school costs. A water main broke Sunday in the Valmont Industrial Park. Hazleton City authorities said the break affected customers in Harwood, Ridgewood, and Pardisville. Crews found the leak and made repairs to the 12-inch main that caused pressure and discoloration issues for customers in those areas. HCA asked customers to run water when service is restored. A notification about the leak is available on the authority's website, which is hcawater.org. After the Pennsylvania Supreme Court's Democratic majority threw out the Republican-drawn map of congressional districts as an unconstitutional gerrymander, Republicans raised talk of impeaching the court's Democratic justices. That talk receded, but Republicans brought forward another plan that could limit the lifespan of the court's Democratic majority, changing the state's constitution to elect appellate court judges in districts rather than in statewide elections. Coming up on Northgate's News Choice, a walk to raise money and awareness for lung cancer research is this Sunday, plus national honors for a recent Berwick grad. But first, let's take a look at today's winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you played. Stay with us.
Chur's Auto Sales has been serving the area with quality vehicles since 1954. Chur's Auto Sales is known as your friendly dealer and now in their 4th generation and voted the best used car dealer by the readers of Standard Speaker Choice Awards. John Chur would like to thank everyone that voted for his business. When you need a quality pre-owned vehicle, choose from a large selection at Chur's 570-454-7229.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim, ductless, heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Spring is here, so stop in and get everything you need to make your garden colorful and bright. Check out our incredible low prices, only at Van Hoeken Greenhouses, Retail Garden Center, Lofty Road, McAdoo.
Wyln TV 35 is looking to hire a highly motivated, energetic salesperson for the Hazleton, Wilkes-Barre, and surrounding areas. Send your resume to the email or the address on your screen. Wyln is an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome to Community and You. I'm Paula Degnan. With me is Pauline Makowski. And Pauline is going to tell us about longevity and Breathe Deep and how this is all going to come together on June 24th. Hi.
Hi.
How is this all going to come together?
Well, it's coming together as we speak. It's just a little over a month away. And this is our 8th year. And I began the walk because my husband passed away from stage 4 lung cancer.
That was Alan?
Yes, Alan, in June of 2009. And I felt that losing him made me want to help someone else. So I found out about Longevity. They're a foundation that began in 2002. And they have these walks all over the country, and there was nothing going on in northeastern Pennsylvania, and there's a very high rate of lung cancer in northeastern Pennsylvania, and I felt I needed to get the word out.
Now, you've been doing this now for a few years, and it's always great to have more people involved, and as Pauline said, that lung cancer, there's so many different walks for so many different things, but this is actually the only Breathe Deep?
In northeastern Pennsylvania. There is a walk in Philadelphia, and of course one in New York City, which is the one I actually originally went to with my daughter a few months after my husband passed. And that's how I got involved with Longevity, and I called them and said I'd like to start an event, and been doing it ever since.
I love the folks from Northeast Pennsylvania when they decide that they're going to do something, and boy, and then they just keep it up, and that's wonderful. Now, for anybody who hasn't taken part in your particular walk, how do they go about getting information? What can they do in order to register?
We have a website, www.longevity, LUNGEVITY.org/NEPA. And they can register for the walk, or they can make a donation.
And if anybody would like to go, does it have to be registered in advance?
No, they can register day of the event. Registration and check-in begins at 9 a.m. Our program is at 10, and the walk fun run begins at 10:30.
And how long is the fun run?
It's, well, they're both 5K, but you know, if someone can't walk 5K, they can just turn around and walk back. It's a very casual event, no pressure. It's dog friendly, or it's pet friendly, and you can have strollers. It's just a very, very nice walk. It's very scenic. We walk along Riverwalk and back over to Kirby Park along the levee.
Nice. And it just so happens that the folks at Wyln are also going to be taking part this year, because we are going to be joining with WILK Radio in Team Tyrone. And a lot of our viewers, of course, remember L.A. Tyrone, who passed away, and I want to say it was just about a year.
Sue said that the first anniversary will be June 25th, so it's the day after the walk.
Isn't that amazing? And a lot of our listeners, a lot of our viewers do remember LA, and it's not until it hits home, really, that people actually start to get involved. Do you find that, Pauline?
That's true, and everyone that does attend the walk has been affected by lung cancer in some way, whether it be a spouse, a relative, friends. everyone is touched by lung cancer in their lifetime in some way.
And you're right, there is a high propensity around here. So again, we want to remind you, June 24th, you do it. You look right there in the camera and you tell us where and when.
All right, the walk is at Kirby Park on Sunday, June 24th. Registration and check-in is 9 a.m. The program is at 10 a.m. The walk begins at 10:30.
And that sounds like a plan to me. Pauline, we'll see you there.
Thank you.
And we hope to see you there and here again soon on Community and You.
Appliances are right over there, and this is part of our furniture department.
Okay, but I'm looking for a mattress.
Well, you've come to the right place. Grand Central is Northeast Pennsylvania's #1 Sealy mattress dealer. We have Sealy mattress sets from only $199 and Stearns & Foster queen sets from only $45 per month. We also have interest-free financing up to 60 months. And remember, delivery and takeaway are absolutely free.
So we don't have to do anything?
Not if you buy your Sealy mattress at Grand Central.
It looks like I did find the right place to buy a Sealy mattress.
Grand Central in Hazleton. The right.
Find a vehicle to help you get away from it all during the Jeep Celebration event going on now at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Get out on the open road in a new Jeep. Lease a new Jeep Wrangler Unlimited JL Sport for just $289 a month, or a new Jeep Cherokee Limited 4x4 for just $189 a month. The road is calling, so get out there. The Jeep Celebration event is going on now at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, or online at allamericanjeep.net.
A sense of self-worth, of purpose after war. It can be found by having the courage to learn new things and experience new adventures. We develop confidence through accomplishment. If you're a combat veteran struggling with the scars of war, consider getting into the outdoors. The outdoors has really helped me cope, and it just might help you too. Get out of the house, experience life and the healing power of nature.
Watch Staff Sergeant Olson heal the wounds of war through outdoor activities. Watch Warrior Summit Outdoors.
Former Pennsylvania Governor Ed Rendell says he's been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. The 74-year-old Rendell spoke earlier today at a news conference at Pennsylvania Hospital in Philadelphia. He says his mother had Parkinson's disease for the last 13 years of her life. Rendell, a Democrat, was Pennsylvania's two-term governor from 2003 through 2010. He was also the Democratic National Committee chairman and a two-term Philadelphia mayor who was nicknamed America's Mayor. A ramp closure has been scheduled for today through June 21st at Route 903 Easy Pass Only interchange. The closure is needed to install electronic toll equipment. The Pennsylvania Turnpike advising Northeastern Extension motorists using the Route 903 Easy Pass Only interchange, exit 87 in Carbon County, that the entrance ramps will be closed from 9 p.m. today through 5 a.m., and that will be June 21st to allow technicians to safely install overhead electronic toll equipment. During the ramp closures, motorists will not be able to enter the Northeastern Extension at State Route 903. Motorists should seek an alternate route by using the nearest available interchange on I-476, depending on your direction of travel. And of course, work schedules are subject to change based on weather conditions. Sending out congratulations to recent Berwick grad Peyton Montana. She won gold at the New Balance Outdoor Nationals in North Carolina this weekend. Montana is now the top shot put thrower in the country and heading to Penn State in the fall. Now stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on Wyln News.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicapped accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget, restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
Grand Central wants to send you to the Tricky Triangle. Grand Central Everything for Your Home has 4 tickets for one lucky winner for the Gander Outdoors 400 July 29th. Entry is easy. Just visit Grand Central at either of their locations at Vine Street in Hazleton or the Laurel Mall. Fill out the entry blank and place it inside the Grand Central contest box. No purchase necessary, 1 entry per person. Winner will be announced on WYLN News Thursday before race weekend. WYLN CA35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the Children's Programming Report is on file for public inspection at WYLN 1057 East 10th Street in Hazleton, Pennsylvania during normal business hours. To view the report online, visit fcc.org.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about visiting a restaurant that has a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the types of things that we will be featuring on our new show, Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. Jeff Bonomo, host of Off the Beaten Path, welcomes you into the world of craft beer, great wine, and good eats. Wine, Hops, and Road Stops.